Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the video. Going great. Today was incredibly insane for the Overwatch League. I did try to keep up with it as much as I could despite the tournament. New York Excelsior, what the hell, guys? It does seem like the LA Gladiators and all the Overwatch League players that we're saying, they're not as good as they used to be. They're struggling in this meta, which is just absolutely insane because, as I said yesterday in my prediction video, it's just so hard to comprehend that New York Excelsior aren't insane right now, especially looking at the meta. Like, you would think it is tailored to them. So much Widowmaker, the Hanzo for Libero, Mako so consistent on that Diva, Mano just an overall insane main tank. Like, what is wrong? Maybe a little less Zenyatta play, but still there's a ton of Zen. I don't know. They definitely seemed to be uncomfortable today in the meta, and it looked like they were trying a lot of weird things that didn't make all that sense, you know? Like, Philadelphia Fusion were playing really standard, right? They were playing what you think the meta would be. Well, New York Excelsior was trying things here and there, and I don't know if this is the time to experiment. I know there's 3 series to be played, or, 2 if they get 2-0'd, and it kind of makes me think, going back to stage 4 now, were the New York Excelsior even sandbagging? I don't know, man. It's something to be talked about. So we're definitely going to get into that set, as well as the 3-1 victory, London over the LA Valiant. That was a fun set to watch, and it was a little surprising to see the London Spitfire win, because after the Philadelphia Fusion beat New York, I was thinking, okay, maybe all the LA Gladiators guys and all the Overwatch League guys just know exactly what's going to happen. And they were all saying Valiant is going to win the entire thing, and it's going to be Philly in the finals against them. Well, I don't know. London took them out today 3-1, and yeah, it was close, but London definitely looked like the better team. And they're honestly just looking insane. And if it is a Philadelphia Fusion in the finals against London, I think London might be able to sweep that hard. But obviously, I'm looking way too ahead. This is just one series that was played from each teams today. There's going to be one more guaranteed, and possibly a third if the team that lost today can push it. And let's go ahead and get into it. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on now and talk about the games from today. We already got into them a little bit, so we're not going to talk about them too long. But there are a few things to mention, especially about the matches coming up that they're going to be playing on Saturday and Friday. So we already mentioned it. Big wins for Philadelphia Fusion and London Spitfire today. But let's not get ahead of yourselves. Just because you win the first set doesn't mean you're guaranteed to move on. As we saw in the last round of the playoffs, the London Spitfire, they went down 0-1 against the LA Gladiators. And I mean, they went down badly. They got stomped. And everybody thought it's over for London. But they had a really good day, and all of a sudden they were moving on. So there is no reason we should say New York Excelsior is out of it or LA Valiant is out of it. Especially New York Excelsior, because they are a team that we have known in the past to be able to adapt. Especially if we take their coaching staff into consideration. All season long, I have been praising the coaching staff from the New York Excelsior for being the fastest at adapting, for being the fastest at being able to read a team and figure them out and counter strat. The difference is, though, in the past, usually they would go down 0-2 in a set, then they'd take their little break, New York Excelsior would come back refreshed and look like they have just downloaded all of the information from their opponent, reverse sweep them, and they win. They didn't do that today. They got 0-3'd. But now they're going to have a ton of time to just download that information and adapt. Yes, they did experiment a lot today, but this could be their plan. Maybe they did that so they can get some hard research on the Philadelphia Fusion and how they're playing against them in this meta. Maybe it's a little bit of a stretch, maybe it isn't, but I'm kind of just in the mindset where, like, I still can't comprehend the New York Excelsior losing. Like, you look at them, they're literally the perfect team. They've been so consistent all year long, and I feel like they'll bounce back. Not to take any credit away from the Philadelphia Fusion, they played great today. Honestly, they showed up, they looked like they were really prepared for this matchup, and like they knew what they wanted to play, they knew what they wanted to do, and like they just knew how to beat the New York Excelsior. All in all, I'm just really excited to see this next matchup between these two teams because I definitely think it's going to be much closer. If Philadelphia Fusion comes to play like they did today and New York Excelsior steps their game up, it will be an amazing clash, and we probably will get another series, whether Philly wins it 2-1 or New York wins it 2-1. That's pretty much it for that set. Moving on to the London Spitfire and LA Valiant set. This one was a bit closer, but not really. London looked like the better team. And honestly, I just feel like they're hitting their peak. Every single player on their team is playing at their best right now. And their bests are literally the best in the Overwatch League. Prophet is playing out of his mind. He looks like the best Hanzo. Birdring is back on Widowmaker. Gesture is a Winston god. Fury just eats anything and everything you throw at him. I can't remember one Dragon Strike that did anything from the LA Valiant because Fury literally ate all of the good ones. It was crazy. Then we have Bedosin. He's playing insane on Zenyatta. And Nuts is just playing so much better than Closer was previously, so I don't know, man. These guys are insane. I don't know if the LA Valiant can bounce back. The only way LA Valiant beats the London Spitfire right now is if London Spitfire doesn't play as good as they did today or as good as they did last week against the Gladiators. I really do feel like it needs to be an underperformance from London for them to lose. It's the only way right now. They just look so good right now, and maybe I'm saying that as a fan. Who knows, but they've restored so much faith, and I really do think they're going to win the whole thing. Maybe I'll curse them, even though I don't believe that stuff. Who knows? But that's going to be it for the video, guys, and I'm out of here, guys. Thank you for watching. Peace.